We're here at Anime Expo in the Artist Alley, and there are over 900 artists this year. I wanted to do something a little different than my normal vlogs and ask some of the artists what is their bestseller and why they think it's their bestseller here at North America's biggest anime convention. My goal with this video is to help you as an artist gauge what might sell really well for some artists and what might sell well for you. This does not mean that you should copy from some of these artists and make products exactly like them or plagiarize. Please do not do that. But instead, use this video as inspiration or reference for your own product and what you might want to do to market or sell the things that you make.
Mualcaina, PepperCut Studio,
Inkwell,
bionyo,
ccayco,
jeaninidraws, qrbitsart, retro Cherub, Toothee, I'm aechunggart,
Prez Weeb,
Chizu Works,
Joanna Shen Art,
Tsundere Sharks,
Coco Choon,
Daesign
Overlord
Studio,
Ink,
Kumo Krew, Daesign Studio, Kobuta Nori, Peony Lee Art,
Art,
So I'm going to put out a couple of disclaimers right now in the intro before we quickly get to the rest of all the artists who offered to share their bestsellers here at Anime Expo. People's bestsellers are their bestsellers for a reason. Some people have been marketing that item for a really long time. Just because this is someone's bestseller here at Anime Expo, it doesn't mean it's their bestseller at a different convention. Some people don't like to disclose their bestsellers because of plagiarism.
I would say my Otani stickers were my best sellers. One, because it's a sticker and it's more affordable than my other items. Like my most expensive item is an Edo bag and it's $100, so $5 to $100, you can see which one would be more popular. But I'd say Otani because we are in downtown Los Angeles. LA loves the Dodgers. We really love the Dodgers, so. And that is also one of my SoCal exclusive stickers, so a lot of people who are willing to travel to Anime Expo, they might not be willing to go to the other smaller events or are not willing to travel to those events, but this one, because they're already here, they can get the Otani sticker this time. Here at Anime Expo, because there's so many people, it is worth having an AX exclusive. Granted, this sticker isn't exclusive to this convention, but a lot of people have limited edition items only exclusive to Anime Expo, and those sell out really quick. My table neighbor had a really beautiful Umbreon, and it was like a prismatic Umbreon pin, and that one sold out within less than an hour, I'd say, and he had over about 100 or so pins of that. For the Otani stickers, I think I brought 200 of each or so. I think I'm down to maybe the last, a little under 100 now.
My bestseller is actually this specific sticker that says certified yapper with the cat. In general, like all my OC stickers have been doing really well this weekend compared to my like anime fan art stickers. So you'll notice like a lot of the stickers that have been selling well all have like text, and it's like funny text so that people see it and they're like, oh haha, that's super relatable and funny, let me get that sticker. Things that are like funny and kind of cutesy, people are more easily able to make that connection and find it relatable and therefore want it more in terms of OC art. Bucket hats I'd still say are doing really well this weekend. I just can't pinpoint a specific bucket hat that's selling more than the others. My fiance held this one up when I said I wasn't sure which bucket hat was selling the best, but it was Mary and Sunny and the reversible white habit one. I didn't have this one last year either, but this is also an OC one. But anyways, I think the point I was making was that I didn't have OC art much last year, and I'm really trying to make more this year. Having an increase in like the OC art realm has helped push it as well, but I'm also really surprised to see that a lot of people are gravitating towards the original characters.
Spam Masubi print, everyone loves Spam. And I love this one because it's all my original characters, so it's actually really surprising that this has been the best selling. Yeah.
And it's a rework of your original Spam work.
Yeah, because it was a joke before, and now no one's gonna be laughing at my art anymore.
So it's actually been a little interesting this year. I think because I'm known as like an OC artist normally, but this year I finally did some fan art. It's very evenly spread, which is unusual for me. My bestseller OC stuff actually like is selling less, but then my fan art is like, everybody's like, whoa, you have fan art for the first time? So I think it is outpacing the OC stuff by a little bit, but it's also new where the OC stuff isn't. So it's hard to gauge. I want to see what happens the next couple cons, but right now with the Pokemon stuff, so like Misty and Arcane, both are like super new. So those are probably the best sellers.
Really cool to hear as well, with the Arcane being like a more recent thing this year.
Yeah, it's also my most recent piece. I did it for Gallery Nucleus, but it was like a little bit after the rush, so I was like, I didn't know if it would do well, but I think it's still like popular enough.
I think like small item like stickers are moving really well, and pins. I think like economy is kind of like at that stage where everyone's like need a little something to make them happy, but like can't afford like a whole big ticket item. So I get it.
Yeah.
So those smaller items, like easy to grab, those kind of purchases.
My best sellers so far are these sticker sheets. I made these like super last minute, by the way. These are doing really good because they're like really classic shows, especially Kimi ni Tsudoke. For these series, there's not a lot of merch of it. I had like one single print of Yona of the Dawn, which is this one. It's like one of my best sellers too. So I was like, you know what? I'll make more of these, and it's quite impactful. There's an audience for everything, guys. Shows that are like 10 years old that didn't get like a season 2.
Shows that are underrepresented, that are a little older, you'll attract some of those niche fans for sure. They're still out there.
Oh yeah, there's an audience for everything, guys. So if you're really passionate about a series, go make it. There's gonna be people who are gonna be like so happy to see these types of shows and merch.
My best seller is my Dragon Ball drawing. It has every character on there. And I think it's the best seller just demographic wise. Dragon Ball has been around for so long. Older people, my age older, or your age younger, they all like Dragon Ball. And I think selection, there's not a lot of pieces that have this many characters. They see it and they know they're not going to be able to find something similar to it elsewhere. And it hits a lot of different demos.
I got chills hearing that. I feel like it's such a universal anime that everyone has fondness for, even if you don't know it or watched it, but you've heard about it. It's even a great gift for someone else.
It's one of those things where it just kind of exists. It's like Pokemon at this point. You don't even have to like Pokemon. Someone just says it and it exists. Yeah.
I have for stickers, we have Snoopy. He's a new guy. I would draw Snoopy and people kept telling me to like make merch out of him, but I've been avoiding it. Now I finally did it, so I'm not surprised this is one of my best sellers. And then my next one is Frog Thief, which is an original. I think it's just funny.
The Frog Thief?
Yeah, people when they actually read it, like they get a little chuckle.
That's the Frog Thief one. It's super cute.
I'd say it's a tie between my shirts and specifically my Love and Deep Space wrist straps. So I'm glad I added Love and Deep Space. A lot of it's a stamp rally. I think people don't notice my Love and Deep Space stuff as much. They're always drawn more to the original art side. So like my Love and Deep Space stuff is doing well, but if I were to like look at it, it's still mostly original art that's selling well. So people don't like fan art from me. I guess I'll have to stick to original stuff, but just for the summer of 2025, you can get Love and Deep Space things from me.
My best sellers are my bags. So I have these bags. I made 10 colorways. I would say the most popular are the neutral ones.
Take a look. The ones that are like light pink, brown, light purple, lilac, white.
For sure, black.
Black is common.
I think because it fits like most outfits. So neutral colors are something to consider. Yeah.
Black seems to be like the universal color because these ones stand out a little more, and I'm guessing unless someone really resonates with this color or has like an outfit in that color, they don't choose it as much, or are these display only?
I mean, I would say color does really well too, especially for people that resonate with the specific colors. Like I sold out of pink, I sold out of purple. I would say like majority of the color picks are black, white, cream. I like making color because I just like having that variation.
So right now, I think it's my One Piece sticker sheet. This is one of the new things that I just recently made. It's not selling in Texas, but here it is. So it must be like popular in California for some reason. I don't know. I do have some charms that have been selling pretty well too, and some stickers, but I think this is still the best seller.
Okay.
So
our best sellers are our fidgety cassette players. People like to fidget and they like the design because it's like cute and retro. It's something easy for people to get into the mechanical keyboard hobby. Like if they don't want to buy a full keyboard, they can just buy this.
All the clown plushies I had, because the girls go feral for clowns. Dark clowns, blue clowns. The girlies are feral for them. I'm girly though.
You are your own audience.
Yes.
My bestseller would be the 5.5 by 8.5 version of this print. It's my Apothecary Diaries print, and I don't think it's that weird because it's a good print. And it's really popular right now because the second season just ended, so everyone is talking about it. And I just think if you work on your art and you increase the fidelity of your skills itself, like that will show in your sales naturally.
How much of an extent do you think, Apothecary Diaries was nominated as one of the top anime of the year? Has that contributed to the sales?
A lot. Like I just see a Mau Mau like every 2 minutes.
But not a lot of Jinshi cosplay.
He's too beautiful. It's
not anyone can pull them off.
Yeah, and I think my print specifically, people like it because it's a modern AU and it's a new and fresh take on the subject matter that people usually don't see.
My bestseller is my pin board. I have 3D printed pin board displays where you can put enamel pins and like earring. And I also just made a Game Boy cartridge design. I mean, there's probably a lot of enamel pin collectors here, right? So that's probably why I feel like it's my most anime related product, because I have a lot more like girly trinket stuff.
I think it's really cool that the pin board sells well, because the alternative to display your pins is like a lanyard or Ita bag. But having another option is allocating for the customers who want to just have it on display at home, right?
For me, I get worried about losing it if I put it on my clothes, so I'd rather just keep them at home.
It's gonna have to be the blue Germa shirt, and it's because it's Germa.
I have no idea what Germa is.
He's our favorite 40-year-old white man. He's a streamer. It's really funny because I just made the design last minute. I hope it's the graphics and the lettering. I think it's mostly because it's Germa.
So far, my best sellers are my Pikachu gachas. And I don't know if you can see them, yes. Probably one because it's gacha and there's gambling, but also I'm part of a stamp rally, so people keep like coming to do them.
My best seller, I think it definitely will go to the K-pop Demon Hunters foil stickers. And I have 3, and I do like a combo price for 3, so they always go like together. So yeah, it's so very fast. My others foil sticker is also very popular, like a small one, and I have a lot of designs, so they got a lot of choices to choose from.
I would have to say the Cinnamoroll tote bag, and it's because I think people relate to the phrase "I got that dog in me."
Cinnamoroll did not win this year.
He did it! He was dethroned by Palm Purin!
Yeah.
Oh my god, I was so upset that butthole showing so.
Is that normally the bestseller?
Yeah, it kind of blew up, I think. People just really relate to it.
So my bestseller has been a coin purse that has Miku, Neru, and Teito on it for the Vocaloids, and it says triple baka on it. I think people are just really nostalgic for Vocaloid stuff right now. I have a sticker version where they've got like shiny hair, but I had it as a coin purse where it's the sticker design on one side and then a little graphic on the back as well.
So these are an example of the coin purse and the sticker, huh?
Yeah, this is my little shrimp one, talking about how shrimp are, you know, fried this rice, and it's just a cute little one, but it's normally with this sticker design on the front. Yeah.
Do you think the fact that, you know, the design has Miku and your hair matching Miku has anything to do with that being your bestseller?
Subliminal messaging, maybe. Miku is like the mascot of like the anime nerds. I feel like we're out here. She represents our culture. I think a lot of people have a lot of history with Miku, so it's easy to connect with when they see Miku. They're like, oh, my girl.
I launched a new lad series, so Love and Deep Space, and so today, as of now, Silas and Zane have been my 2 best like poster prints. I'm not super surprised. It's like new and lads is in. They are the new kings now in my merch. Yeah, I never sold it before, so I wasn't sure how it would do. Normally, like my Haikyuu and my other prints sell better, so yeah, new kings.
It's my first time here. It's been going really well. My best seller is one of my smaller prints, and it is of Gojo and Geto. Gojo is hugging him and flipping you off.
I can see why people really mess with that one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I think people are willing to spend here no matter what. I'm not really sure if me being here for the first time has anything to do with it. If I'm going to be at another convention, people still like it.
So my bestseller is this cursed sticker. It's of Anya and Bond. If you mash them together, it's a cursed doggo.
Full Metal Alchemist.
Full Metal Alchemist vibes.
Not any of the lad stuff?
Surprisingly, not any of the lad stuff. But I mean, there's a lot of lad stuff, so I can't blame them.
So my pins have been doing extremely well. I think it's a California thing. A lot of pinheads here, and also I mean I work in a very specific niche, and I think that's always been to my advantage. I think I'm the only one that has Ranger Sentai Kamen Rider pins.
I know it can be different bestseller merch-wise for different states if you travel to different ones, but you've noticed that especially at California Anime Expo, pins are the ones that consistently do well for you.
Like I don't know if Disney created the pin culture. Like all over Disneyland, you see them selling pins and trading pins. When I'm in other states, they don't tend to do as well. I'd like to attribute that to Disney setting the pin culture.
My shop consists of a lot of handmade items and hand sculpted. I am very heavily influenced with One Piece, so my best sellers here and kind of in general have been my Devil Fruit specifically, which was kind of cool. It was my first time trying mystery bags for a smaller version of the Devil Fruit, because I know everyone's doing like gachas and mystery, and I myself love those. So I tested them out here and they were pretty pretty much already gone the first day, which is good, but I was terrified because I'm like, oh my gosh, I did not like estimate that they would do well.
Not at all, yeah.
Yes, and I think the reason they've probably done really good is because my devil fruit, the bigger ones, are a little bit pricier. So having something just a little cheaper but still small and compact, I think a lot of people sometimes run out of space for all their collectibles. I'm thinking maybe if it's just a higher traffic of cosplayers that are seeing the pieces, that maybe that's what's like gravitating them more. So far this event has been the most that I've sold like the jewelry in terms of like the replica or imitation pieces.
So my bestseller has been the no balls Dandadan pin. Everyone thought it's really funny, so.
Oh, that's so cute. So it's the Turbo Granny
Turbo Granny with the
no
golden balls.
All the things in your catalog, is it only pins?
80% pins.
So it's only natural that your bestseller is a pin.
Yes.
These tote bags, they're from Alien Stage. So I think that's why they're doing so good. I'll show them right now. I think it's because they're printed. It's a full print tote bag. I don't think there's a lot of people having them. I've only seen the canvas ones that have like the bristle prints. Yeah. Today, actually, the creator of Alien Stage had a panel.
10:30.
Yeah, I went to it. It's specifically because she's here this weekend. People are really excited. The show just ended. People are like finding content of Alien Stage all around the alley. I've seen. So I think it shows in the tote bag, and that's why it's my bestseller.
I have two, but the first one is this K-pop Demon Hunter sticker sheet I made literally last minute, the day before. Thing is, I ran out of the ones I made at home, and so I did a rush order yesterday. Someone named Axolotl, they came in clutch, and so I was able to get an order, and I'm using the ones I made. This one is my bestseller. Also, people really like the big gimmick of the big photo card holder.
Oh my god, yeah, so this is my bestseller. It's an Exodia. It's got little chains coming off of it. Big fandom here. I think it's just a throwback for nostalgia. So I owned it. I put a lot of work into this and I'm really proud of it. I'm so glad it's being so well received.
The colors look amazing. The little chains add everything to it. Shout out Exodia.
Either my apparel does really well, or actually my ginkgo blanket, koi fish with a ginkgo tail, and I think it does really well because one, the colors are very striking. They're like contrasting colors. People like it a lot, and also because it's a koi fish with like a ginkgo tail, that kind of fusion of their favorite animal with the beautiful leaves in some ways. I think it really helps with drawing their attention, and they love it at first sight. And I'm like, you know what? I'm about that.
My bestseller this year is anything K-pop Demon Hunters, and I made it all last minute. So Sunday night I drew 4 prints, so the 3 girls from Huntrix and then Jinu, and then I drew a sticker design that I had to submit Sunday night in order to get the order in, and then I did a Staples run and picked it up on Tuesday when we drove in.
Does it compromise on the quality a little bit to have to order so last minute from a menu?
So I don't think the quality is different for the stickers because I'm really picky on that. There was an artist that is doing last minute sticker orders for Anime Expo, and I thought I should put in an order. It's different than my quality, but it's not bad. Don't go to UPS for your prints. Oh, no. I got my UPS order because it was all whack, and then I thought, okay, that's fine. They're professionals. Tell me why they're all like wonky cut and they're not the same size. So I ordered again at Staples, and everything's fine with Staples.
My bestseller is this Snoopy carabiner. It's so cute. I think it's my bestseller because not a lot of people have carabiners here, and it's also a really cute design. It's a little Snoopy, useful soup. There's like a clip that you just clip it onto your bag. There's like holes, and then you put like your keychains or your phone chimes in. But yeah, this is my bestseller.
I think my bestseller, it was actually this little bread keychain specifically, but all my bread keychains have been doing really well. I think it's just because my display elevates them. I literally have a pastry display on my table right now, selling really well. This one actually sold out, but I saved the last one because I like it so much.
I like how you're the bread booth, you're wearing bread-related aprons, your bestseller is bread-related, of course, and you have the pastry covered in the back.
Yes, for sure. I just really like bread. I'm not very good at baking, but I am really good at art, so this helps me live my dream of being a bakery owner.
I'm gonna say SpongeBob and Adventure Time, but I'm gonna say I don't know why, because I've done hella Comic Cons. I don't really do anime cons. These don't really sell there, but the anime people love SpongeBob, I guess. And then when they come up to me and they talk about it, they know every little lore, everything about it.
So far, it's the Snoopy toe and then the Garfield toe.
Oh, the tote bag. They are displayed at the top of your booth, so that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, honestly, it's like really easy to look, especially how how fast everyone moves between like rows and everything. It's just the easiest spot. I feel like everyone's in a big Snoopy or has been in a big Snoopy craze just because I have so much Garfield stuff. I feel like people just kind of spot it.
Garfield!
Yippee!
So my bestseller so far is my new Smisky blanket that just debuted at AX. And I think it's because right now there's a whole addiction surrounding trinkets and love for blind boxes.
Smiskies are extremely popular right now. Gacha, gambling, everything involving that is popular, so I'm not surprised that Smiskies are high up there.
I'm obsessed with them ever since my trip to Japan. I picked up a few for fun. And when I got home, I didn't even realize they glowed in the dark. And then ever since then, now my collection is like 20 plus. And I'm like, I should make Smisky merch because I usually just design my products based on my interests. And Smiskies are one of them now.
I would say my bestseller at AX so far has been this t-shirt that says, "Life is soup, I am fork." And I believe it's my bestseller because life is a struggle.
And it's super like easy to read from what I can tell.
Thank
and
you.
as people pass by, they're probably like something easily digestible, I guess in this case, and it's funny.
Thank you.
I'm Dana, by the way. Our bestseller today was our Series 2 Pokemon blind boxes. I think it's our bestseller because people love Pokemon and gacha is really in right now. They're fidgets, so it's like a figurine slash a fidget, so people could, click on it. Yeah. You're welcome.
Weirdly enough, it was my Astro Boy sticker sheet. I didn't pack enough of those, or I didn't make more, so I'm kind of like, damn, I'm gonna definitely run out. It's also the Gundam keychain. I'm not surprised about that one, because it's obviously the Gundam one.
Gundam does well because you're one of the only people here that has Gundam, right? As an artist?
Yeah, I mean, I typically like making Gundam. I just like the model kits. I see the crowd for like mechs and stuff. It's usually a lot of older men, and they're like, yo, I like this. I'm thinking about Transformer art now because they said that.
So my bestseller is this Smisky
No doubt.
tote bag. I feel like, well, right now, Smiskies are definitely trending. I think it's because it previously blew up on Instagram, and then I was announcing the changes for the bags, and it was gonna be at AX. I've been posting, reels about my booth and my display, and I have a lot of people saying oh, I want to come for your Smisky merch. I think I've sold at least 45 units already.
I think my best seller at AX has definitely been the t-shirt. Maybe because people like apparel. I think people, are always looking for good clothes to wear. They're nice and high quality. That's how Sugu always does well.
My bestseller has been my Club Penguin Miku design. Because who doesn't love Club Penguin and Miku?
That's a classic.
Here you go. This is for you.
Oh my god, thank you.
Yeah.
Why do you think it's your bestseller?
Everybody play Club Penguin, and everybody loves Miku, and every Miku's canon.
Honestly, my foils always do pretty well, but ironically, my desk mats are doing really well as well. I think it's just because my art kind of hits both niches of people who are gamers and also card game players. So my art is generally mostly landscape, and I think that kind of suits the desk mat format pretty well.
Mainly a Yu-Gi-Oh fan artist as well, and I always tend to make these kind of jokes here. They're actually very best sellers right now. I think this one is about to be sold out soon. This is almost a mean joke. It's mainly for the Yu-Gi-Oh players. Yes, I'm gay, but it's good at Yu-Gi-Oh. And this is a joke mainly for the show, where the main character has a catchphrase called "Get your game on," but I switch out and make it "Get your gay on."
I'm in the entertainment hall, not in the artist alley, but with a fellow artist.
Hi, I'm Lindsay of Single Split. My bestseller is my stickers, which you can... It's probably my bestseller because of the price point. It's easy to grab. Also, visually, it's just bam, it's in your face. So, yeah, good move.
Blue Lock Gotcha charms. I made them for Anime Expo, and I severely underestimated how many I needed to bring because they sold out on day 2. People have still been asking me if I have them, and I have to tell them I'm all out. Kind of you never know with any new product or new show how much to bring. I probably brought around 25 or so, but the thing is I priced them low so then people would buy multiple because they wanted to get the ones they wanted. Yeah, because I had 14 different designs.
My bestseller at my first Anime Expo would have to be either my Haruhi Vase charm. It's a breakaway charm. So you pull this down.
Let's show them.
You pull this down,
Boom! She's in debt.
Oh my god, wait.
The vase breaks. It's the first episode. Boom! So we have that. That's been flying. And my second one, oh yeah, this is our first sold out officially. It's my Shugo Kara Humpty Lock Carabiner. Yes. So that's been sold out. So we're doing pre-orders on it now with free shipping. And yeah, I think that's my first sold out thing ever. This is my first AX, so I only packed about like 50. I was not expecting it to like pop off like that. But it lasted me until like at least half of the con.
It's been my Goju Garo print, Satosu. I think because it is very popular and it has gold foil.
I've noticed that as well, like when certain prints have gold foil to aspects of the illustration, it enhances the customer's value of the item in their perspective. Is this true in your opinion?
The pieces that I have sold the most, it has been the foil ones or the metallic ones. I don't know, I didn't think it will sell as well because there are not a lot of JJK fans anymore. It surprised me.
By far the best seller are these little mini satchels. I have two variations. This is a smaller one and then we have a larger tote one, but this one is just, you know, cute, portable, but I think it's the best seller because people just like the design of it and they like the quality of it. So yeah, they've been picking them up, couldn't keep them in stock, and like I just brought the last of my stock today. So yeah, I'll have to get them redone.
Having two variations, do you think is helping boost the sales for the small one?
Like I personally just like the design, and so I don't use larger bags actually. I made the larger bag first. Version 1 of it used to be like a cheaper kind of like tote bag. Oh, like I'll just keep it like this, but I realized like, oh, the stuff that I use, like I want to use a smaller bag, so I designed a smaller bag. That's why I have two variations, and it's like pretty split across the board. Some people prefer a larger bag, some people prefer a smaller one, and so I was just like, I'll just have both of them. Why not? Yeah.
I think my little gacha pins. Here's a little display board. They're really cute pins, and I think they're selling really well because I made a really cool gacha display.
You made a whole gacha display for this?
I did, yes. It's quite eye-catching and people want to see if it's actually functional, which it is. You turn it, get a little card, and you get a drink pin.
And you have to. It's Anime Expo.
It's Anime Expo, that's right. You got to be as eye-catching as you can.
My bestseller is the Finding Jimbo poster. It's Marcus from VR Chat. I think it's the bestseller because no one else has any Marcus stuff. I think that's it. You got to just exploit the niche, you know?
I noticed that from a lot of other people too, is like when there's not a lot of people selling a specific thing, that tends to be the bestseller because everyone who sees that thing wants that thing.
Right. Next time, not so much because everyone will have Marcus stuff.
I think it's definitely my Miku prints. I think it's because Miku's kind of like a very popular, timeless character. Everyone recognizes her and loves her, and I also love drawing her, so I think appreciation for that goes both ways between me and the attendees.
Is there any unique twist that you put on your items in order to make it stand out?
I mean, I just put a lot of work. I know one of my most popular Mikus is the cinnamon roll Miku that I sell, and that's a drawing that was kind of in the works for like years and years. I wasn't really happy with how it turned out at first, so I just kept reworking it over many months, and at the end of it I got a final product that I was very happy with. Maybe other attendees can kind of see that I put a lot of work and effort into it, and so they kind of gravitate towards that.
It's a hair claw. This one right here is from a game called Love and Deep Space.
Of course.
Yeah,
of course.
so it's been popular, you know, and he's like sometimes gets sales from people who just like, you know, grocery and fruits.
Yeah.
You know.
It's not one of the main like 5 boys. It's just
one of the main 5.
Oh, it is.
It's a Caleb.
Why do you think that the hair claw is doing well? Is it just because it's Love and Deep Space,
Love and Deep Space, and also Love and Deep Space are mostly girls, people who play them, and they have like longer hair, maybe, I don't know, or they just buy it for gifts. It's pretty good gifts too.
My best seller so far has been the Umbreon Espeon sweater, and I think people really like that it's embroidered, and the 2 Pokemon are very popular. It really depends on the conventions. Sometimes Appa does really well, but for this one in particular, it's Umbreon and Espeon.
My bestseller has been a 5x7 print. It's this print, and I think it's a bestseller partially because the cherry blossom theme seems really popular right now, so I think that's partially why, but also it's one of my original Ghost characters, and it's not really in competition with a lot of the other fan art here. It kind of just stands on its own. It feels much more unique compared to a lot of the fan art that I have, so I'm very happy about that. The small size is really nice because there's so many big prints here, and then people are like, what wall space? I don't have wall space.
My bestseller is actually this League of Legends pin that says
can't end on a loss. It is my bestseller because League people are addicted to the game, and I'm also in a League of Legends stamp rally, so that might be why. A lot of the boys buy this. No offense, but I heard that Valorant isn't as busting as League of Legends.
I think some of my best sellers were my original art books. I recently released them, and I think people really appreciate just original work, especially like clean graphic design, and then I try to lean into nostalgia, things that bring up good feelings for people from their childhood, and then I put like a fresh modern spin on it.
My best sellers have been these Ivan and Till Alien Stage charms. I think they're my best sellers because Doomed Yaoi, but also these are the new acrylic charms that I've made recently, and so I think it's just been like really hot in that regard. But yeah.
Are they typically your best sellers at other shows?
Yeah, they are. I would say that Ivan and Till, like especially Alien Stage 2, people really enjoy getting like merchandise of them, so I'm not too surprised at this outcome.
A lot of my best sellers for Anime Expo are my photo card holders, and specifically Yaoi Answers, the MPreg one, and my AO3 one, because we love fanfiction, and also my photo card binder for all the boyfriend photo cards that you're gonna buy yourself. People have great taste in memes, and they love fanfiction. That's why.
I actually was surprised when my bestseller was the Sinners print right here, and then also kind of the Severance print as well. People don't really see a lot of Severance or Sinners artwork in AX, so when they saw it, they're like pretty surprised to see it, and they're like, oh my god, and yeah, they definitely picked it up. It was nice surprise. I mean, I make sure like my big prints or my best prints are kind of in the center of my booth. I really wanted it to be displayed well, and also it's the new ones too, like I'm debuting them for the first time, so no one has seen it yet either, so probably that's like a mixture of that, yeah, of those two items.
It's actually this shirt. I've never made apparel like by myself before, so it's been doing well. It's like a shirt based off of Nintendo DS PictoChat.
Do you think your branding, you know, you wearing everything green, your hair and your booth really emphasizes for someone to like and buy the apparel?
Yes, I've been getting that question like every day. It feels like everything has come together. It's like a lot more cohesive these days. It kind of exudes the aura of green.
I really hope that this video is useful to you guys in gauging how to really leverage your best sellers or higher sellers, turning them into varieties of products. If you have a sticker that sells really well, why not make it into a keychain? Why not make a series of it for a sticker sheet and even potentially a print? There's a lot of different ways you can turn your items into a bestseller by doing different things, and I hope that other people's bestsellers here at Anime Expo were a good gauge of how a show might look like for you and for other artists who are here. I want to give a big thank you to every single artist who is in this video that I managed to talk to, and a big shout out to them for answering the question and taking some time out of their day and business to share their thoughts and bestsellers with you guys. Please check all of them out down in the description below. I'll have all their links. And as for my personal bestseller here at Anime Expo, it was these deodorant fidget charms. Not this chunky one. This one's actually just a business card holder, but we had these small deodorant fidget charms that you could click at the very top, spin at the very bottom, and it's a keychain that you can hang. Last year we made a deodorant reel, and it kind of got a little viral. A lot of people really liked the fact that I gave away some free deodorant and talked about deodorant, and so because of that, this item was a little popular this year as well. Not only that, obviously, of course, because it's Anime Expo, a lot of people talk about deodorant being an essential. It's just a fun little charm that people like as a meme, and it's a memoir for Anime Expo. We made it in 4 different colors as well: blue, purple, pink, and green. And so because of that, I think that helped drive sales a little bit since there was variety in this singular product. I will also say that the reason why the deodorant fidget charms probably did well was because I did heavy marketing for the product. I made a catalog and was uploading reels, several different ones with many that were over 10K views. And I did upload every single morning of Anime Expo from day 1, day 2, day 3, and day 4 to help promote the product, with the highest viewed one currently sitting at around 250K views, and the other ones just over 20 to 60K views. And so because of that, a lot of people actually did come from social media saying they wanted the deodorant fidget charm, and that helped boost my sales to make it the bestseller. The case can be very different for everyone else. Your marketing can come in all kinds of different forms. You can make a video about it, you can make a skit about it, you can make anything you like to help promote the product, and it can go viral, it can not go viral, and people can like it, they can reshare it, they can tell other people about it. You know, word of mouth is a really strong way of convincing people that your product is worth buying and there's a problem to solve. In this case, the problem to solve is the stink and deodorant is the solution. The charms was just a fun meme. It wasn't solving the smell, but a lot of people still ended up buying it, which was really lovely. Since the show is extremely busy, I didn't have the time to ask for a more in-depth answer. Ideally, I would have asked 100 different people at minimum, like my previous video. In this case, it is Anime Expo. There are tons of people, literally thousands of attendees, and artists are busy all the time. Even if they have a helper, they might not have the time to allocate for a short interview for this video. Every single artist on here is absolutely amazing, and all their links are going to be in the description below. Definitely check everyone out who is shown in this video, and I really appreciate them as well for offering their insight on what their bestseller here at Anime Expo in the Artist Alley was. It'd be a little bit of background noise, so I apologize if there's a lot of honking cars, people chattering. It would not have been possible without my helpers here, Kayla, who was helping at the booth, and Sid. So shout out to them. Thank you for their help in making this video possible for you guys.
And thank you guys for helping us support our business and, you know, help us have fun.
Yeah, it was great hearing people super excited about the deodorant, and I'm glad, you know, you guys showed up to be less stinky. I think it's because people bought deodorant.